Good morning. I've been able to sleep the whole night, so I'm feeling much better. You can see the humidity in my hair. I'm feeling like Monica in Friends. If you've watched Friends, you will understand me. So we are going today to Central to see the longest escalator in the world. We're going to walk through all this neighborhood. And this evening we are going to have a very nice dinner with all my family and friends here in Hong Kong. A very nice dinner my father has prepared. I will show you guys afterwards in the video. Let's go to enjoy to a new day in Hong Kong. As you can see, there is a heavy downpour. It's raining cats and dogs. We arrive at the longest escalator in the world, which measures almost 1 kilometer. It was launched in 1993 and cost $30 million to build, which at the time was seen as an unnecessary and excessive expense. It is covered but open air and goes from central area to the mid-levels neighborhood. The escalator is not entirely in one section. It consists of 20 escalators and 3 moving walkways that are connected by pedestrian bridges, allowing you to get off at any part you want. This escalator was created to solve the traffic and unevenness problem in that area, which is almost 150 meters. This way, you can move from one area to another in less than 20 minutes on foot. As the main idea is to be able to transport its citizens daily, the escalators operate in both directions depending on the time of the day. In the mornings, the escalators go down to transport workers to their workplaces, and from 10 a.m. to midnight, the escalators go up to easily reach the residential areas in the higher zone. These escalators are not only used by the residents of the area, but have also become a tourist attraction and an easy way to explore the entire area on foot, avoiding steep slopes. This project has also helped to increase the value of the surrounding homes and has led to the emergence of new businesses such as shops, bars and restaurants around it to cater to all the people who use the escalators daily and the thousands of tourists who come to see it. We are in Tai Kung, the former Central Police Station, where a police, judicial and prison complex was located. It was built by the British after the territory was handed over to the English Crown in 1841. Around 1979, the activity of Victoria Prison ceased, leaving the buildings for other government functions. In 1995, the former Central Police Station, the Central Magistracy and Victoria Prison were declared monuments by the Antiquities and Monuments Ordinance. It was in 2005 when it was completely dismantled and it was decided to renovate the site with the aim of preserving and revitalizing the historical place for culture and leisure uses due to its strategic location. After more than a decade of work and renovations, in 2018, Tai Kung opened to the public in phases. And in 2019, it received the Award of Excellence in the UNESCO Asia-Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation in recognition of the project's revitalization efforts. Today, it is one of the main monuments of Hong Kong as a historical witness of the old colonial Hong Kong and as a center of heritage, art and culture accessible to everyone. In addition to the heritage buildings, such as the prisons, the prison yard and the main buildings and the carefully restored large courtyards, we can access some of the cells that form the prison. One of the things that strikes the most is how narrow and small they were. These cells were used to house up to 3 inmates. In this complex, you not only come to learn and experience part of Hong Kong's history, but there are also exhibitions and different events such as music, theater, film screenings, and educational programs. Inside Tai Kung, you can also find restaurants, cafes, and shops. The income they receive from their sales contribute to the maintenance and sustainability of the complex. Bakehouse was one of the places on our list of things to try in Hong Kong. You will probably see a long line in all the locations, but don't despair because it moves quite fast. Our only concern while waiting in line was that the egg tarts will run out. Swiss chef Grégoire Michaud opened his first shop in Wan Chai in 2018, and since then he has opened 4 more locations. One of his most well-known and sought-after products is his version of the egg tart, of which they claim to have already sold 8 million units. And I can believe it because they sell out every day in their 5 stores and they are delicious. I have to say that it is different from the classic Hong Kong egg tart, but I loved it just the same. We continue going up a bit more on the escalators to further explore this area and stroll through its streets. Our next destination is the Manmo Temple. I remember being here many years ago with my parents. It is one of the temples that I remember most from those walks. It is a small temple, but it has a lot of charm. This temple dates back to 1847 and is one of the oldest in Hong Kong that still stands. This temple is dedicated to two gods, the god of literature, Man Tai, and the god of war, Mo Tai. Inside the temple, you can buy incense to offer to the gods, or you can also ask one of the fortune tellers you can find there to read your future. On our trip to Japan, we ate a lot of ramen, but we didn't find the chance to eat at Ichiran. Luckily, there are two locations in Hong Kong, one in Kowloon and another one in Causeway Bay. Unluckily for me, the only type of ramen they offer is tonkotsu, my favorite.
お待たせいたしました。
ありがとうございました。
お次どうぞ失礼いたします。
All Ichiran restaurants have the characteristic that you eat in an individual booth and have no contact with any restaurant employee. You order food and drinks through the machine you find at the entrance or through your mobile phone. And well, this is one of the best tonkotsu ramen I have ever had. The broth is flavorful and rich, the noodles are delicate and cooked perfectly, and what I also like is that they haven't filled the bowl with many different ingredients. Practically just broth, noodles, a bit of pork, chives, and a pinch of spice. Simply delicious. After a bit of shopping in the area and resting at the hotel, we are at the Chiuchow Garden restaurant for the dinner that my father has prepared to share with family and friends. We have a private room reserved to enjoy the wonderful dinner that awaits us. Everything is as delicious as it looks. One dish after another arrives at the tables, each one better than the last, if that's even possible. This dinner is a true feast. We return to the hotel full of delicious food and with a good memory to cherish. Tomorrow, we are going to one of my favorite temples in Hong Kong. Do not miss the next video.